Hello everyone. Today we are going to see about web technology in that introduction to HTML. Myself Maithili, I am working as an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology. So now introduction of HTML. So in that HTML is one of the markup language. It is not a programming language. It is defined from the standard generalized markup language, which is SGML. From the SGML, we can define the three types of markup language, that is HTML, XML and CSS. For HTML, it is used to it is a hypertext markup language. It is used to give the content of the web page. Why we are saying web technology? So here the web browser can access the web pages through the web technology. So for that we are using the HTML. So HTML is one of the markup language which is used to give the content oriented language, and XML is the extensible markup language. So in this CSS, that is cascading style sheets, which is used to give the style for the web page. Now the web browser can access the web pages through these languages, that is HTML, CSS and JavaScript. These three tools are used to access the web pages through the web browser. When the web browser can interact with the other tools and technologies, the markup languages are used to interact with the browser. Now we are going to see about the HTML, introduction to HTML. That is, it is used to create the web pages by using the structure. So in this, the HTML is giving the structure of the web page. Whatever the web page we want to create, we have to give the content. So we can create the content, through the content we can create the web pages. And the next one is CSS, that is style. Whatever the content we are giving, for that we have to give the style through the CSS. It is also used to control the entire web pages. And the next one is the JavaScript. It is the behavior of the web pages. Whatever the content we have given to the web page, that can monitor the behavior and interact with the web pages. And here the HTML is used to create the structure of the web page. CSS is used to control the web page and give the style to the HTML document what we have created. And JavaScript is used to interact between the HTML and the CSS. It is acting as the intermediate between the HTML and the CSS. And the next one here, we are going to see about the HTML document, how it is interacted with the browser engine. Whatever we have created the web page, so that web page can be interacted through the browser engine. That user interface is interacted through the interpreter. So a user can interact with the web browser and the rendering engine. This is nothing but it is the combination of HTML and CSS. Through the HTML and CSS, it can be interacted through the JavaScript. So here the JavaScript is used to give the interaction between the HTML and the CSS. Now we are going to see about the introduction about HTML. It is not a programming language. Here we are going to create a structure or content, whatever the web page we need, how the web page is going to be created and designed. So everything can be done through the HTML. So through the tags, it is going to be created in the web browser. So the tags, and there is some rules for HTML tags. Now the HTML tags title can be given within the title tag. So everything can be given through the tags. Each and every tag has to be enclosed with the end tag with the backslash. For example, if you are going to give any title of the web page, whatever the web page we are going to create, for that we have to give the title. So that title has to be enclosed within the title tag, and the end tag has to be enclosed with the backslash. So it creates the page structure. So see this example. So in this HTML, so this is the tag. We are creating a HTML tag and HTML content here we are going to create, and head tag, and head tag has to be enclosed with the backslash and as the end tag. Here the content has to be given within the division tag. The div denotes the division tag, that is the section. What are the content we are going to give? So for example, here I am going to give the message as hi. So that can be enclosed within the p tag. So and next we are going to see about different types of tags. What are that used in that? So these are all the basic HTML tags are utilized. So in this the tags and the elements list tables, forms, images, backgrounds. So these are all the tags are used to create a layout of the web page. So the content, either it may be small or big, it depends on the number of tags, what are the tags we have utilized. So for example, so this is the program for HTML. So here we have given as head title. So within the head tag we have to give the title, and here the tags and the programs whatever we have given, everything can be stored in a notepad. We have to add these programs in the notepad with the extension of .html. HTML code must be saved within the notepad with the extension of .html. And next we are going to see what are the number of programs in the HTML. So that is, so in this the HTML tag, the beginning and the ending of the tag document has to be given within the tags. So similarly for head, so in this head tag we have to include the number of titles whatever we need for the web page. So it depends on the web page we are creating, the title, body and head and whatever the content we have to create. So in heading we have to give the number of steps for increasing the size of the heading and size, number of paragraphs whatever we need. So these are all the structure of the HTML tags. So here we need the headings, paragraph, list and images if any we needed. For creating a web page we have to create a simple program like this. So within that simple program we can give the title and heading tag and then paragraph. So in the paragraph we can add the number of text whatever we need, that can be added in the paragraph tag. But in the heading tag it is different from the paragraph, because each and every heading tag will be differ one from another. So here the H1 is denoted as the biggest size of the heading has to be given. So if we are given H2, it can be less than the H1. There are 6 types of elements in the headings. So here H1, H2, H3 and H4, H5 and H6. So the largest element has to be stored in the H1 tag, and when we are comparing with the H1, H2 is smaller. Similarly for H3 is smaller than H2, H4 is smaller than H3, similarly H5 is smaller than H4. The last smallest tag can be stored in the H6 tag. So similarly the paragraph tag, whatever the content we have needed, that content can be stored in the web page. For example, if we are going to create a web page, through these tags we can create a web page. We can utilize these types of tags. For example, within the P tag we can give whatever the content we have needed, that can be given in the paragraph tag. So this is the alignment tag. So either it may be left alignment, right alignment or central alignment. So in this in the alignment tag also differed from paragraph and heading tags. So in this heading tag we can give the left alignment, right alignment and the central alignment. By using these tags we can design the web pages. And similarly for paragraph tag also we can given like alignment left, right and center alignment. So the paragraph like that we can give. The next one is HTML list. When we are creating the web page, the number of lists may be needed. The list is defined into 4 types, that is unordered list, ordered list and definition list and nested list. So in unordered list, whatever the content we are going to create, that content does not have any order, that can be stored in a bulletin font. And when we are using the ordered list, that can be stored within the web page, either it may be in the numbering or alphabets or any ordered lines. So on the definition list, here the HTML tags can be defined by using the DD tag. And the nested list is used to derive one program can be one program can be nested another, which means one program derive another program. For example, when we are creating a web page, one page is describing another page, at the time we can use the nested list. So these are all the definitions of the tags, that is unordered list, ordered list, list items, whatever the content of we are giving the number of list we can give using the list tag, and the definition list, definition term and definition description. So these are all the list we have used. For example, first order list. So when we are using the order list in a web page, while creating a web page, if we want to give any order list, we have to give in the web page, we can use this tag, that is ordered list or numbered list. So when we are giving the order list tag as OL, the order can be taken as numbering. So instead of giving numbering, either it can be taken as numbering or alphabets, either alphabets may be lowercase or uppercase or Roman letters. So these tags is called as order list, and generally the new line can be taken in the list li tag. So here this is one of the example for nested list, which means one list can be derived from another list. So here I have given a program like coffee and tea. This is the list, and within the list here I have given as UL tag, that is unordered list. I have not given any order. So instead of UL, if we are giving OL, means the coffee and tea may be declared as 1 and 2. But here we have declared in unordered list, which means the coffee and tea is not giving any ordered numbers or alphabets. Here we have not given. And similarly, so within the tea tag, within the tea we have to give as black tea and green tea. So this is one of the subdivision. So for that we can give the nested list. So in this nested list, tea can be classified into two types, that is black tea and green tea, that can be given in an unordered list. And similarly, we can give it in an unordered list as milk. So this is one of the example for nested list, which is used to derive from one list to another list. So that is called nested list. And similarly, if we want to give any link for the web page, while creating a web page, we have to access the web page through the web browser. So when we are accessing the web browser, we can also add any number of titles or names, text, whatever we need. That text can be added by using the first one, that is ahref. Name. Within the double quotation we can give name. This is the syntax for referring the number of letters for a name. So this is the link for giving the link for the HTML tags. For example, when we are creating a web page. Similarly, the second one, if you want to refer any website, we can give the website link like that. Similarly, if we want to refer any other web page, for example, I have created one web page, I want to inherit one more website within my web page, means I can give the .html page. This is nothing but this is another web page I have created. And similarly, any mail reference if I need, whatever it may be, that can be added through the href tag. And the next one, here these are all the and the next one is image tag. So these are all the tags we can use in the HTML. Thank you.